Oh no, not Yutaka. Already thoroughly traumatized by Sakigake and Master Karateka, I don't know how much more of their drivel I can stomach. At least this isn't a fighting game. I must declare, however, I'm getting a little tired of games that are tie-ins to manga or anime. Invariably, they don't use the source material properly, are difficult to research, and typically are rushed nonsense that would barely qualify as games. Patlabor is at least a franchise that had a significant Western release, with fully translated manga, TV shows, and even a couple of movies. A portmanteau of the words patrol and labour, the show features mechs that are not only used for police work, but also everyday tasks. The Tokyo police force uses a fleet of these Patlabors instead of patrol cars to combat crime, and in fact the storyline arcs tend to revolve around this particular fleet, and the officers in command of them. The series' influence was widespread, with even Guillermo del Toro citing it as inspiration for his film Pacific Rim. As someone who is by no means a fan of this sort of thing, appreciating it from an artistic and storytelling standpoint, but not ever keen to fully invest a ton of time into it, even I am struck by how goddamn cool the Patlabor series of books and films seems to be. It's almost like a highbrow-ish Transformers, without any of the inherent childish cringe associated with that. Still, it goes without saying that few of these qualities were transposed onto the Game Boy game. Credit where it's due, the interstitials, while a little minimalistic, are drawn very nicely, lending at least a semblance of reference to the source material. The graphics are, at least in the fighting scenes, suitably put together, although the top-down impression of the city leaves a lot to be desired. You pilot your mech around a city accosting various enemy mechs, after which you enter a battle with them. There is, as anticipated, very little to do here. You really just select various commands until the other one dies, and then move on. There are a certain number of enemies per stage, and all stages are basically the same. Truth be told, I'm struggling to find a lot of pertinent information to even share with you, dear reader. Completely devoid as it is of any depth, I would recommend you skip this game and explore the anime. The films are definitely enjoyable even for a non-manga fan.